Everyone, have a pleasant greetings to everybody. Today we are going to see about the poem Because I Could Not Stop for Death by Emily Dickinson. She is an American lyrical poet born in Amherst. She was very eccentric private person. She rarely left her house or had any visitors. Her poems often reflected on her loneliness, other feelings, and what mattered to her the most. Emily did not care about money or fame. In fact, she did not want the public to read her poems. She wrote hundreds of poems, but only seven were released into the public in her lifetime. Let us see about the poem analysis. In the stanza 1, the speaker represents the human race where she declares that she is too busy to think about death. It has become a primordial instinct to survive through all the difficulties posed by the community. But death never forgets and comes after those whose time in this realism is over. To the speaker, death is kind and it offers a chariot to take her away. There is a lot of perplexity about the inclusion of immortality. In the last line of the stanza, as the speaker says that the chariot has death, her, and immortality, the reason for the inclusion of the word can be only understood from the meaning of the last stanza. In the stanza 2, the speaker considers death as war who shows civility in his manners. She expresses pleasantness about the steady handling of the chariot by death. In response, she forgets all her labor and leisure to enjoy the ride. This description of chariot ride can be interpreted as a smooth passing of the soul after death, and the person has left the world without having to struggle too much nor with pain. The stanza 3, the third stanza in the poem, Because I Could Not Stop for Death, to three various descriptions gives a complete cycle of life. The chariot passes children playing joyfully, indicating the innocent childhood, the grazing grain attaining fruitfulness, indicating manhood, and the settling sun drawing light, indicating the old age, where one waits for the darkness to take over. In the fourth stanza, the speaker shows uncertainty about the passing of the sun as she feels that they did not pass over, but it was the sun who crossed them. This glimpses that the speaker is wrestling somewhere and it is her soul traveling in the chariot. The realization slowly creeps into the speaker as she feels the chill and understands the way she dresses, which is inappropriate for a pleasant chariot ride and feels as if it is an abrupt gesture from death. From the stanza 5, the chariot passes at her grave, which she calls as a house, and it is nothing but a swelling on the ground. It is indeed no house but the speaker's grave where she rests and watches the world eternally. The journey of the speaker, after witnessing different marvels of world, passes at the grave and goes on, indicating that there is an afterlife for her human race and she must continue her journey. The grave is only the resting place. The first line of the stanza is Because I could not stop for death, tribbles that it has been centuries since the death of the speaker. Although it was so many years ago, she feels the memory as fresh and it feels as if it happened on the very day. The last stanza. She believes that it is the day she died when the horses of the chariot were pointing her towards eternity. It is the reason for the inclusion of immortality. In the first stanza, as death, though appears to be a gentleman, apprehends the soul for eternity, and one has to journey through without any respite. Thank you.